Hi everyone, it's Jack the Dorset dog trainer here, just sunning it up on a bench in the gorgeous Poole Park in between consults. And I've got a really simple question for you. How often do you just do this with your dog? Just sit, just exist, just give them the opportunity to assess the world and look at it. See, a shockingly low amount of people actually do. We're very focused as caregivers for our dogs on getting them to do things, right? We're very focused on teaching them to recall, we're very focused on teaching them to walk nicely on lead. We're so focused on teaching them to do, when actually one of the things we need to teach them is just to process. Can your dog sit and watch the world go by? It's a skill that they need to learn, and not a lot of dogs know how to do it. And I would argue that if you're sat here watching a dog who we would describe as anxious, we would describe as reactive, we would describe as busy, that is part of the problem, if not for some dogs the most significant part of the problem. See, in order for dogs to understand things, in order for dogs to actually enjoy the world around them, they need to process it, right? In the exact same way that when they smell you and they realise you're coming home from work, they smell you, they process you, they get excited, they know it's you coming. But if there's different things out in the environment that we don't give them the time to process, just to sit and watch, how are they ever going to build their confidence? How are they ever going to learn to cope as well, right? Because it's not just about confidence. Sometimes our dogs get too overexcited and too overwhelmed by things. They will encounter other dogs or ducks if you're here in Poole Park, or a whole host of things, people, cyclists, even cars going past. They become so overwhelmed and excited that they don't have the time to process and cope. And we think to deal with that by teaching them a behaviour, by getting them to do something. And that is part of the battle, right? I'm not going to deny that. But in reality, one of the key things that you need to teach your dog to do is just sit and process. And the way that we do that is really, really simple. It's not super complex. All you need to do is find a space that your dog can watch things. You sit with them, you reassure them, you just allow them to watch the world go by. You don't ask them to do anything. They are free to sniff, to mooch around, to explore to their heart's content. The only rule is that we spend a bit of time, we enforce the time of just us existing in a space. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and ask you to force your dog to stay with you if they're stressed. That's obviously very unfair. We don't want that. But the amount of dogs whose issues could be halved, in fact, by just learning to process the world around them, by just learning to explore and see the world around them. If we take a little look behind me here, we've got some swans, we've got some people, we've got some dogs, we've got a lot of children over here, I think, as well. If your dog learns to just watch those things, to process them, to engage with them, without actually interacting with them, to learn that they're there and that they're safe, or that they don't need to be interacted with if your dog is that way inclined, then everything becomes a lot easier. So what I would love you to do as we head towards the summer and the heat is to find yourself a shady spot, pack yourself your favourite beverage, bring some water and a bone for your dog, and allow them to watch the world go by. Because I promise you, if you've tried so many different behaviour modification tools, if you've tried so many ways of solving your dog's problems, this could be one of the ways that does it. Just a quick reminder as well about my Anxious Dog Academy that I am launching. It is launching this coming Sunday. So if you are interested in joining and getting some information about that, imagine having me for 30 days in your pocket to help you improve your dog's behaviour and build their confidence. You can reach out and respond to this email by saying ADA, and I will send those details over to you. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!